Okay, it's been a long summer. Opening day is approaching quickly. Today we're just going to go over a quick checklist of what you should have in your pack opening day. It doesn't matter what state you hunt in, you have to have the proper license. So make sure you have the proper license before stepping foot in the woods prior to opening day. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is a backpack or whatever kind of pack you choose. You know, I like to use a backpack because I can be very maneuverable with it, and I can fit everything that I need inside of it. So, always, you never know what the weather's going to be like. Always stay hydrated, so I like to bring some water with me or some type of drink for say, because if I am out there all day, I'm going to need something to drink. Second thing that you're going to do, I always bring an extra set of gloves and also face mask as well. Early season, the bugs can be bad, the mosquitoes, the gnats, the biting flies, they can be bad, so I do carry some bug repellent as well. This is actually odorless, so I do use that as well. The other thing that you're going to need if you're archery hunting or gun hunting, rangefinder. Always rangefinder. This could save your hunt right here. Knowing how far away your target is vitally important. A pair of good binoculars or a pair of binoculars so you can see it from a distance. That's another thing that you're going to want to make sure you have in your pack. If you're hunting out west, it tends to be really dusty. A lot of archery hunters, I've hunted out west quite a bit, and going up and down those roads, it's dry, dusty early season. If you're going after antelope, I always make sure that I have bow wax with me, because if not, no matter what brand of bow you have, or doesn't matter what string you have, dust will make it fray. It will dry them out, so make sure you can keep them waxed if you're hunting in those dusty conditions. Or a lot of times later in the season, it's always good to have in your pack, because rain and everything else, you never know. After your bow and your equipment's been in the weather, you should keep it properly waxed. That way you know it's going to perform the way it should. Okay, archery hunters, spare release. Make sure that you have a spare release, because there's been several times that I have misplaced my release. Not on purpose, but it happens. So your hunt's not ruined if you have a spare in your pack. So I always carry a spare release with me in case if I'm hunting out of a tree, I drop it out of a tree, I can reach in my pack and grab that one. Or if duty calls and you set your release down somewhere and then you walk off and forget it. Speaking of when duty calls, you always want to be prepared for that as well. So make sure that you have some field wipes with you as well. That'll also help if you are fortunate enough to be successful in the woods. The field dressing process, you can clean up, and also wipe your hands off and clean up appropriately. One other thing I put in my pack is I always put something to hang my bow or gun up with, just in case, whether you're hunting on the ground or in a tree. A lot of ground setups, you're setting by a tree, so therefore you can screw this right in a tree, hang your bow right up in front of you. It does help kind of block the vision from you as well, from you, between you and the animal, and easy to take on and off. And you can also take a smaller version of this to hang, so you can hang your backpack up if you are in a tree. Another thing that you need in your pack for sure, for when that time comes, is a good knife for field dressing and anything else you may need it for. So let's talk about tagging an animal. A lot of people forget this because there's apps nowadays, but there's still a lot of states out there that require you to carry a paper tag with you, on you, while you're in the field. So you harvest an animal. How do I tag my animal if I don't have a way to attach it? So some of these tags are paper. So I usually put them in a Ziploc bag, and I carry a roll of electrical tape so I can tape it appropriately where it's legally to tag the animal, whatever state you're hunting in, I guess. Or you can carry a small bag of zip ties. That way you can zip tie it to an antler, a leg, or like I said, wherever state requires you to tag that animal. Okay, so what we went over, you want to make sure that you stay hydrated, so you have a canister to drink in that can go right in the side pocket of your pack or wherever. You've got a good set of binoculars, a rangefinder, extra mask, gloves. Archery hunters, don't forget a spare release. That's a must. Bug and tick repellent. I suggest the scentless. There's multiple out there you could go from. I use lethal. Bow wax. Always keep extra bow wax in your pack as well. Bow hanger. Both one for your bow and one for your pack. You have wipes, field wipes, so that after your field dressed enamel you can clean up with that, or if duty calls, you've got the proper thing to get cleaned up with. A good knife for when that opportunity presents itself. Make sure you have a good pack. Also, you've got the small zip ties and the electric tape. They can save you, making sure you can tag your animal appropriately. And then always make sure that you're legal. Make sure you have the appropriate tag for whatever state you're hunting in. Good luck this fall.